Alright, so here is the build. Now that we got the little warning out of the way, let's check out this build. So, before I get started in the build guide, let's do a little backstory on the build. So, I have a friend that I play Path of Exile with who plays on a laptop. Now, mind you, it's not a trash laptop. It's quite an expensive one. But it doesn't run the game the greatest, okay? So, my goal was to see how bad I could, or how fast I could crash his game. So, how do you create a lot of lag? Well, you create it without crashing the server instance, because you can do it with poison, but you'll crash the server before you crash your game. Projectiles. Lots of projectiles. Now, you might be thinking, well, why are you not playing a bow build? Well, because with bow builds, you can get about 8 projectiles. I have upwards of... Okay, hopefully I've inserted the number there because I don't actually know off the top of my head. It's a lot of fucking projectiles. So, let's do the map showcase here. And I will show you. So let's find a kind of an open map. Let's see. Peninsula. Oh, Atoll. I'll run Atoll. Atoll's an open map. Alright, so now keep in mind, this is not the greatest build in the world. This had one purpose, and it actually turned out to be not a terrible build. So, I will show you. Okay, so, we walk in, and here we go. And you're probably thinking, oh, well, you know, you just have some skeleton archers. You know, that's not that many projectiles. That's like, you know, 9 archers, 5 projectiles each. That's what, 20 projectiles? That's not very many. What the fuck's he talking about? And you're right. It's not that many projectiles. Okay? Let's not die to those. So, I'm trying not to die. Because, again, this build is not the greatest in the world. So, the boss should be right up here. So, watch what happens when we enter this boss arena. Okay? So, we're going to drop a TP. Actually, I'm going to move that teleport. So, we walk into the boss arena. We hit our normal skeletons, and then we hit Val Summon skeletons. And all fucking hell breaks loose when I activate this boss. And there goes every bit of FPS that I ever had. So, that is how you get X amount of projectiles. And to be realistic, I mean, this is a tier 9 map, and that boss died fairly quickly. I mean, it wasn't an insta-kill, but, you know, for a build that I have invested... You know, maybe 1x in, if that. Probably closer to like 50 chaos. In standard, no mind. I mean, that's pretty damn decent. So, let's just go ahead and finish clearing this map. And, you know, the safety net of this build, and the only reason that I'm not dying, is the fact that, when you get into a hairy situation, you just pop Val Summon skeletons and everything dies. This does have really good clear speed. The single target's but this build actually has pretty decent clear speed. So we're going to hit Val Summon skeletons, and all that's just going to die instantly.
Oh, yay!
Perfect. Now, I don't actually care about this abyss, so I'm just going to keep running and just continue to cast skeletons. And essentially, it clears as fast as you can hit that skeleton button. Alright, so I think that was good enough clear for an example. So let's talk about the build here. So the entire build revolves really around two things. So you have this jewel and this jewel. Is that the right one? Well, three things, because there's three different jewels. So you have these three jewels, okay? And what they do is Dead Reckoning, when you have 40 in it, summons up to 15 skeleton mages, okay? And then you run 2 dust, which gives you 4 additional skeleton warriors. But because you're running Dead Reckoning, it auto-converts them into mages. So now you have 19 skeleton mages that you can summon. Okay? And then you stack 2 dust jewels, which gives your skeletons a shit ton of cast speed and movement speed and damage. Okay? Then you run... Where is that other jewel? Or is it on this jewel? Yeah, so this one does plus 1 second to summon skeleton cooldown. Okay. Where is the other one that makes it give you a cooldown? Maybe it is that one that does the cooldown. So what I'm talking about is whenever I click, it doesn't just summon 1 skeleton, it summons 4 at a time. And I'm pretty sure that's 2 dust is what, or from dust is what's doing that. So the rest of the passive tree. Take a life, minion nodes. I took this for an extra specter and an extra skeleton. Life, minion nodes, life, more minion nodes, life, and then energy shield. And I took Necromantic Aegis because of the shield that I'm wearing is Victario's Charity. You get power and frenzy charges to you and nearby allies, so it converts to your minions. So that gives your skeleton even more cast speed. So, let's go over our equipment. The only fucking recommended unique in this build is Victario's Charity, and they're like 3 chaos. You can buy a max rolled one for like 50 if you really want to go that far into it. It doesn't matter. I cleared a tier 9 map with this shit, as you just saw. Get a wand with, realistically, you're going to want a wand with minion damage. That is, I'm pretty sure I used an essence on that. The helmet's just res. The gloves are res. The boots are res. Whatever. Same with the belt and rings. I'm wearing an Aster Manus because I had one in my stash. Whatever. Body armor. 10% of max life is max energy shield. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The links, you're going to want summon skeletons, you're going to want Vow summon skeletons, and I move my mouse. Minion damage, feeding frenzy, pierce, spell echo, and GMP. So, if I take out spell echo, you can see that it casts 8 skeletons. If I put spell echo in, I hit 9 every time. So, next, we have a generosity linked with Wrath. Wrath because it was cheaper. It was either Wrath or Hatred because they're doing fire, cold, and lightning. So pick a aura. I ran Wrath. I think I had that Wrath. Realistically, is the reason I ran that. Your other your wand, I put a carrying golem with feeding frenzy. Just because of how many minions we have, it buffs the shit out of that carrying golem. A desecrate so you can spawn your specters. Your specter is your raised specter, spell echo, feeding frenzy, GMP. The specters I'm using are solar guards because more projectiles. The next one is a flame dash linked with second wind and a discipline because I somehow ended up with a lot of ES on this build. I'm pretty sure because of this body armor. If you wanted to not run a discipline, you could find another aura. You could run skitterbots. You could run what is that other one? You could run clarity if you needed mana. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You're running around and just casting skeletons So whatever keeps you alive is the best. The next I have a cast when damage taken linked with Immortal Call. And then I have a Convocation that's higher than my cast when damage taken because of the link system. The links I have it set up in. And really the Convocation, it doesn't work on skeletons, as I'll show you. It only works on my Solar Guards and my Golem. So the flash are random flash that I pulled out of my fucking stash. Hence the reason I'm using a Lavianga Spirit. Pantheons, I don't even know what the fuck his build has. Apparently Linares and Tukahama, I guess. Yay. It really doesn't matter. It's a really fun build. That's really the only reason you would play it if you just want to meme around and have fun. It's cheap as fuck. I've cleared up to tier 11s with it in the current state. I wouldn't push it much farther than that without some upgrades. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh well. So if you liked the video, hit the like button. Path of Building will be in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video.